Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Seasonal greetings to all of you. 2025, beginning another year. Another year in our struggle for a just, free, and fair society in Zimbabwe. We cannot deny that the last 44 years have been a wasted opportunity. Zimbabwe can be a much better country than what we are seeing today. This is the truth. Many of us have been talking about the Zimbabwe we want without a clear understanding of what that Zimbabwe should be. I believe that Zimbabwe we want should be fighting for freedom, justice, and economic prosperity for all. We have lost sight of it. Leaders who have professed to be fighting for freedom, justice, the minute they got into power, they've lost sight of it. They've been fighting for their own personal glory. Here is a video, an audio that has been taking the rounds in the social media group I've been in. And I think this gentleman is speaking what I have been trying to say, and many others have been trying to say for a long time. Let's just listen to what he has to say.
Ndapindira nhau yestruggle. Unoona vanhu muZimbabwe pane patinorashika. Zvokurashika zviya zvokupinda mudondo chaimo. Tisingavoni kuti tisi tinongozvikuvadza, tisi tinongozvivhara. Kunyanya mandumure. Unoona mandumure wachiti anotumwa ndiwo anenge achita mhereko kwa achiti 2030 vaMnangagwa vanenge vachipo. Right? Ukuwo vaimbova vatsigiri vetribusi vanenge vachiti kana tikagadzirisa zvinhu izvi Chamisa ndiye unofanira kupinda. Struggle haigwiwi uchimenshina mazita avanhu. Struggle inogwiwa inofanira kufokasa kusunungura nyika, but haifokasi kuisa mumwe munhu pabasa. Pino ndo patinorashika ipapo because isusu tinenge tiri busy tichimenshina vanhu vatinoda. Unogona kunge iwe waunoda asi wandinoda ini. Saka immediately paunongotanga kutaura zvokuti struggle iyi utofanira kuti kana pabva ndikupinde nhingi. Kufunga kwako uye kuda kwako hakusi kuda kwangu uye hakusi kufunga kwangu. Saka struggle mbosiyana inokumenshina mazita avanhu chiti ndiwo woga vanofanira kuti vapinde.
I'll stop it there. I think what the gentleman is saying here has been said a long time ago. The Greeks, 2,500 years ago, said strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and weak minds discuss people, individuals. We cannot deny that Zimbabwean society, the majority of Zimbabweans out there, still have this simple mentality, the personality cult mentality of the small minds, discussing people. This is why we are stuck. The individual is nothing but a dot. What we've got to see is the bigger picture. The nation is not composed of an individual, but individuals. When we are talking of the Zimbabwe we want, we must be focusing on the bigger picture. And therefore, then we cannot be narrowed into talking of personality cult or personalities. I think what is disappointing here is that this idea is not new. The idea of seeing the bigger picture is not new. The Greeks figured it out 2,500 years ago. We are not being asked to figure it out for ourselves. All we're being asked to do is to grasp it, to appreciate it. The idea of the bigger picture of the nation versus the individual. And it is disappointing that 2,500 years later, with all the benefit of human civilization, we are still struggling to grasp that idea. And we are paying dearly for it. Those who will not learn from the past, from history, are doomed to repeat the same mistake over and over again. One of the biggest problems we have had in Zimbabwe, why we are a failed state, is that we've failed to hold free, fair, and credible elections. And one of the reasons why is very simple. We have people, those in ZANU-PF, don't mind that ZANU-PF is rigging elections as long as it gets ZANU-PF into power. And those in Triple C, the opposition, have been tricked into believing that free and fair elections are not important if we can win them. And this is why you find they've fallen for the empty promises that Triple C would win elections, because I've figured ways of winning rigged elections. Last year, Chamisa managed to get his followers to participate in the 2023 elections on the basis that he had plugged all the vote rigging loopholes. In other words, they did not mind that the elections were being rigged, because now they found ways of winning rigged elections. The truth of the matter is, if the elections are rigged, it means somebody is being denied their rightful say in the governance of the country. That's the bigger picture that people should see. Would I want to be the one being cheated of my right to a meaningful say in the governance of the country? And if the answer to that is no, then why are you accepting such a system? But in this case, the answer is simple. They are accepting it because they believe Chamisa's promise that he has plugged all the vote rigging loopholes and Triple C will win rigged elections. ZANU-PF, on the other hand, they don't care that the elections are being rigged as long as it delivers their men into State House. We need to start focusing on the bigger picture, the bigger idea, the nation, instead of this personality cult mentality forcing us to focus on the dot, the individual, who is going to be in State House. We don't care how he gets there, as long as he gets into State House. he should care how he gets there, because that affects the whole picture, the bigger picture of a free, independent, just, and prosperous nation. Thank you very much. Have a good day.